Hi Fred, Jeff Johnson here from Hunter Engineering. I was able to take your tire and wheel assembly down to St. Louis and put it on the Revolution, and I was lucky enough to have one of the head production men, Pete Liebetree, help me with this. But he had never done one of these wheels and with this size for an ag on the Revolution, so we decided to tackle it together here. So the first thing is the clamping part of this mechanism. That 16-inch wheel that you actually sent me, it's very tight to the center clamp. It just barely fits over the section, which is fine, it fits, but it was a little bit of an adjustment to get it perfect. So now I'm measuring and I'm setting the rim diameter with the upper right roller. Probably the most crucial part of it, because the actual assembly on the right top roller will bounce up and down on the wheel to measure it out. Now, during this part of the process, you can see I've already dismounted the tire once. Therefore, it's actually going to give me an error message here. And I'm just sitting okay. It's saying, hey, is this wheel already dismounted? I said, I'm just accepting that and moving forward to the process. So I did put a heavy-duty hook on this. Definitely feel like that's a must with this kind of assembly, being a 12-ply tire. We're getting a little bit of rotation. I used quite a bit of lube on this process, and I would thoroughly encourage you to use plenty of lube on this. But being as it was the second time I did this tire, there's plenty of lube on there. But the heavy-duty hook performed very well here. Very pleased with that. Peeled the 12-ply tire off, no problem. And then from here, the back roller is actually working now on the back side, getting ready to demount the bottom bead. Here, I really think we need to probably put a little bit of elbow in it. The tire on the nearest part of the assembly hangs a little low, as you can see here. We really probably need to try to help that up and keep it in the drop center. And then just a little tug here. The other thing that stands out is this tire is very tight in the assembly between the gaps, just because it's so large. However, I feel we dismounted pretty well here. The heavy-duty hook is definitely a must. But I'm going to drop the tire down here, and I'm going to go through the mount side as well. But I think the most important part here is, we don't have to lift the tire. We don't have to lift the assembly. But I will say I made a major error as I've watched this video a few times. When I placed the tire on the rim, I actually just set it on top, and the actual clamp actually picks up the wheel, or the tire for me. Therefore, I think if you would lift the tire over that edge of the rim on the very top right now in the process, it would have helped out my tolerance, because you'll notice when I get to the very top, it's on the clamp right there. And I have, due to the large size of the assembly of this tire and rim, I don't really have enough room there. If I would have put that tire lipped over the rim, it would have gave me that 2 inches, such as what it looks like now in the video, where I think it would have went up and on a lot smoother. But I think experience and time and using the machine will help both of us here to utilize how to make that a little more efficient for us. But going to go ahead and mount on the bottom bead here. Here's where I think I made a little mistake too. I should have pushed down and around to help the machine, because I think we're probably on that upper end of the tolerance, but it does peel on here real nice once I finally get it into place. So then gonna beat up the top bead as well here. I'm using 2 assist arms plus the roller. And the first roller, I'm going to make sure it stays in the drop center, and this is where I think it'd be beneficial too, to give it a little bit of muscle here and add the manual part of it to the assembly as it goes auto there. But it's a thick bead definitely, but a little bit of assistance there I was able to give it and make the assembly work. But that's pretty much a peel on, a peel off for that 14L on a 16.1 assembly like you sent me. Look forward to talking to you a little more in depth, but pretty excited about how it performed. Thanks. Have a great day, Fred.